So next we're going to talk about inventory management, about some terms you probably have heard of. JIT is called just in time. This is an inventory system where based upon a quick demand time, I can have my product delivered straight to my shelf. Okay, so basically I'm not carrying inventory. Somebody else is carrying the inventory, and if I can predict how much I need daily, then I can use this. If I have a reliable vendor who can deliver daily or even hourly, I can use this. Okay, so JIT is a method or an inventory system where the supplier brings it to your door just in time for the manufacturing of your product. This helps everybody. First of all, if I'm a supplier for you and I'm going to deliver parts just in time, I'm not going to set this up unless you enter in some sort of contract with me for me to deliver product to you. So now I have a solid, firm, fixed contract for X amount of pieces for a period of time. That helps me. Okay, some other things you need to understand about is my different types of inventory. So I have three important ones called raw materials. These are the products before I actually make anything. Work in process, or what we call WIP. So this inventory account is when I'm actually producing something. And then I have FG, or finished goods. Once the product is made, it goes to my finished goods inventory, and this is where I sell it. I have another one called MRO, and these are basically, I don't normally manufacture or sell these, but I'm repairing them, I'm fixing them. They might be under warranty repair. So we really don't talk too much about these type of things, but mostly raw materials, WIP, and finished goods inventories. Now there's a couple other things when it comes to inventory management. One of them is called the ABC inventory analysis. It's based on the 80-20 rule. Or how do you pronounce it? Pareto's, I forgot. Don't worry about it. The 80-20 rule. So what I do is I've got items by category A, B, and C. My A items, sorry about that, the phone keeps ringing around here. So I break my categories into A, B, and C. So A is a small percent of my inventory, about 10%, that actually make up, that's the most inventory. The first 10% of my inventory is what I sell the most of. Okay, an A item. There's my best movers, but they only make up 10% of my inventory. B items are about 10 to 15%, and they sell also, but not quite as well as my A movers. And then my C items are the rest, the 75 to 80% that don't sell very often. Okay, so this is called ABC inventory analysis. And so let me show you an inventory spreadsheet on the next page. And so here's, these are different item numbers. Here's the item product. Obviously this is for a donut shop. So here's my annual demand, my unit cost. So my total inventory cost annually is $83,194. So if I take this list and use ABC, here's what it looks like. Okay, so I kind of look at to see my total cost. I look to see my annual demand, what part of it is. So for shortening, I take my demand times my unit cost, gives me a total cost. So I take this total cost divided by the total inventory cost. So this makes up 26% of my total inventory. And so on. So you take the total cost of the item divided by the total inventory cost to get a percent. So I can tell you right now, these three are my A items. Okay, and then down here, so as I go down, you start to see, so these way down here are all considered C items because they're such an insignificant part of my inventory. So here's the formula for this. So I take the total quantity of shortening. The reason they times it by 100 is so you end up with the percent. If you didn't do the 100, you'd get 0.2603, and then you'd have to make it a percent, divided by the total cost of all the inventory. So that's how I actually calculate inventory under ABC. Inventory is extremely important to talk about. You need to know how to manage it. It's probably one of the hardest managed asset fields that there is inventory asset management. On the next video, we're going to move to current liabilities.